Hey Mark, tell me about Decompose parameter.
This is a very powerful refactoring, and I actually use this a lot. But it's kind of an unknown refactoring as well. I think it's got a name that nobody's heard of because we essentially invented the name, we invented the refactoring. But like I say, it's very, very useful. Yeah, it's useful when you have a class that's coming in here. Like here, I've got this class called customer, and inside customer, I'm accessing its email property and the name property in there. But customer itself is bigger than that. If we go looking at, we see it's also got an age and a phone as well, which we don't need, right?
Sure.
So, and anybody who wants to call this send email, this email.send method, right now is going to have to create a new instance of customer. And they're going to have to initialize the other properties, or at least deal with them from a memory standpoint, right? And in
Sure,
terms of,
yeah.
and it's very complicated. And what I'd rather do is I'd rather just pass in just the email and the name as strings rather than passing in a customer. So
Yeah.
here, for example, you can see I've got a call to email.send of customer down here. So there's what the calling site looks like. So let's fix that. So all I do, and when I say fix it, let's make this method so it can be called from places that don't have access to customers, an instance of the customer class, right? So we're kind of widening out the scope in which this is potentially available. So we'll come in here and we'll hit the CodeRush key and then we'll choose decompose parameter. And what you can see is it sees that the customer, it's only using the email and the name from that. So it's giving me these two new parameters of type string here and here. And we'll go ahead and apply that, and we can change the names of these if we want to, but I'm okay with both of these. And you can see it's updated the code method body code, and then over here it's changed the calling code as well. So it's updated all the calling code appropriately.
Very nice. Yeah, so you made that entire method much more versatile. It can be called from practically anywhere that can get its hands on an email and a name, instead of having to construct that rather readily more complex object for the customer. That's much more useful.
Yeah, and I love the word versatile. It's a great word to use for this. So let me undo this. I'm just going to undo this, and I want to show you something else. So let's say that let's just say we're going to get rid of that for a second. And I'm just going to say Dear Joe like that, or dear customer, maybe is a better way of saying it. Let's say we're going to change the code a little bit. So we're not going to actually have the customer's name, and we're only going to have the email. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let me undo this a second. Let's go back here. And I want to show you another way to use this. Instead of using it right here, putting the caret here to invoke it, which will replace this with everything that's needed, I can individually invoke it as well. Let's say I can individually invoke it here. So I can just put the caret right here, and there we go, on the property name, and choose decompose parameter. And now what it's doing is it's only giving me an additional parameter for name, but it's not removing customer. It's still, I've got up here customer.email. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll grab it, and we'll go ahead and keep name like that. And if we scroll down, we can see how it's changed the code. Likewise, we can come in here and do the same thing here and just grab the email from this point right here. And sometimes that's useful. And now you can see what it's done to the code here. Let me undo
So you can effectively pick as little or as much as you like off this particular class to decompose.
Exactly. And I was going to show, if you are using it only in one place right here, right, the same kind of thing, you can come in here now and you can say decompose that parameter from that location. And there you can see it's now replacing customer. It sees we don't need to pass in customer anymore. And it's just passing in customer email right there.
Very nice. The CodeRush just comes along and does all the cleanup for you afterwards as well.
That's nice. That's what it's here for.
That's good.
Your cleaning person.
Nice stuff. Excellent.